Hey everyone, it's Yudia. Welcome back to my channel. So it's actually been quite a while since I gave you all an update on how I'm doing. It's been a rough few weeks since my last post. So I have had, as of last Friday, my fourth chemo infusion with Adriamycin and Cyclophosphamide, and I have to say it's gotten a lot tougher and tougher with each cycle. I'm happy to say that today, this fourth one was my last one of that, and I have 12 more to go with Taxol, so a different chemotherapy. So that'll start on May 30th, every week for 12 weeks. But I've had my last dose of the Red Devil and I survived. There's a lot of changes since then. So since my last, since um, the third cycle, I actually had 2 ER visits. The first visit to the ER was a week after my third infusion, and it was to rule out pulmonary embolism. So that's when a blood clot gets stuck in the lungs. So pulmonary is lungs, embolism is a clot. So fortunately, I did not have that. Praise the Lord. My heart was cleared. They took EKGs. They took chest x-rays of the lungs and CT scan of the lungs, and all were negative for pulmonary embolism. But there's the blood work indicated that my heart wasn't healthy. So they take this thing called troponin 1, and basically normal level is 15 for a woman my age, and the levels that I had was 30 and 27. When they took it twice. So basically the heart is stressed out, and that is expected with taking the Red Devil or Adriamycin, that it could impact the heart. So the doctor discharged me from the ER, but wanted me to have a follow-up stress test. So a stress treadmill test. Basically, they put all these electrodes on you, and they want you to walk on a treadmill to see how your heart is doing. Is it easily stressed? Is it weak? Am I feeling any pain when I'm walking? So I had to schedule that stress test appointment, and I was able to do that this past week on the 14th of May. And when they did the test, so they did it, I had to walk, so not running, but walk on an incline, the baseline incline. And then if I pass that level, they say, okay, let's go a little bit faster at a higher incline. And when you pass that level, they go up a little higher incline and a little faster. So I made it up to those stages, and they asked if I could continue, meaning go more higher hills and walk faster. And I said no. And so they had me walk just 20 more seconds. And then when they stopped it, I blacked out. I passed out. I fainted. And at that point, they said that my blood pressure was 71 over 51. My normal is low. I usually am about 90 over something, over like 85. But when I passed out, I was 71 over 50. And so I completely blacked out. I didn't hear, apparently I was hanging on to the treadmill so tight that the nurse and the technician couldn't, ungrip my hand, so I didn't fall or anything. But finally, when I started coming to, I heard them say, Udia, let go, Udia, let go. So, and I was still trying to figure out, like, let go of what? Where am I? I was so disoriented. But I finally figured out they wanted me to let go my grip on the treadmill so that they could move me to a bed. So I finally did that, and they wanted me to go to the ER because I had, apparently my blood counts were a little bit anemic, meaning like red blood cell counts, hemoglobin were low, and they thought that might be why I fainted. Not enough blood, so they wheeled me. Luckily, I was already in the hospital for the treadmill test, so it was just wheeling me to the ER wing of the hospital. So they got me into a bed, they took my blood, and just gave me fluids, so IV fluids, and had me rest while they wait for the blood results. And I'm grateful for the rest. It turned out, I guess, to be just dehydration, because the chemo, as I mentioned before, like really does a number on my taste buds when it comes to water. So during the third chemo infusion, it got really bad. Like lemon and water didn't help anymore. I tried Spindrift, like sparkling water, and it's still, I still had that lingering taste, disgusting taste. So I haven't been drinking as much as I should. So luckily it's that, and nothing worse. I didn't end up needing a blood transfusion, even if I'm slightly anemic. So that was good. So I just rested in the hospital for most of the day, and got IV fluids. One of the nurses tried to do the port, and so I don't have to get poked for the IV, but she missed it, so I ended up getting a jab more painful than I was expecting, but they eventually got it to the right place. But yeah, that was an ordeal. That was last Wednesday, and then I had my and the blood tests from that day also confirmed that my troponin levels went back to normal. So I have a feeling, although the ER doctor didn't really answer this question, that my heart was just stressed from dehydration and causing my troponin levels to elevate. So once they gave me the IV fluids, I think my heart was happy. So I'm trying to drink more. My dad suggested adding ginger to my water, or steep my water in ginger. So I've been trying that out the last couple of days, and it has helped. But yeah, so last Friday, so 2 days after the ER visit, after fainting, I did my fourth infusion, as I mentioned before. So today I actually need to inject myself with GCSF, and I forgot to, so I might need to do that later tonight. After this, I've been just resting all day, and then the last several days since the chemo, I've been wiped out. The other change that's happened, so I got my nails done on Thursday before chemo. Yeah, chemo was on, so ER was Wednesday, got my nails done on Thursday and then chemo on Friday. But what I learned from getting my nails done is my nail beds started to turn black. So yay, nail, I have my manicure to cover it, but underneath these beautiful colors is black nail beds from chemo. Hooray. And then the other thing is I don't know if you could see this. I might have to, let me try. My skin is shedding. Can you see that? I don't know if, it's like I'm shed right there. Yeah, right there. Both hands. And it feels really weird. So you could see that right there. Because it actually feels like my hands are burning and itching. And so I would put lotion on and like my skin would kind of slough off. It's not painful, but it does feel weird. It feels tight. I feel like I'm, I don't know, molting like a snake shedding its skin. And so that's a side effect of chemo. Having said that, I still have my eyebrows and my lashes. They've still remained. So, what else? Yeah, it's just been more tired with every infusion. But I'm hanging in there. I'm hoping that these next 12 will be less difficult. I'm praying for not too many side effects and that I don't get neuropathy or peripheral neuropathy, meaning when you get numbness and tingling on your hands and toes, and that's permanent. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. And then I have a doctor's appointment to check my left breast. So something feels off. Either a lump or I probably pulled a muscle or something, but it's not comfortable, and it's bothering me, and I just want them to get imaging and see what is actually going on. Hopefully it's an injury that can be healed, or something. Like, I just want imaging. I need them to figure out what it is because it's painful in certain if I do certain things. It's not always painful, but yeah, I just want that mystery diagnosis to be figured out, so I know what to do. But anyways, thank you again for praying for me, for checking up on me. Sorry, it's been a while since I chatted with all of you and given you an update, and I hope I'll give you one again real soon. Thanks so much, everyone.